This is Reality Dispatch by Jim Minns.
The beast sat on the bare log that had been stripped of its bark over the course of a month or two. He ran his thumb along the underside, feeling around for the texture. The wood was clean. He wasn't the only one that had taken the old tree to task. The others had pulled on the loose bark when he wasn't watching. He was aware that they would often disobey him when he wasn't looking, or when he had to attend an unscheduled medical. This would occur more often than not, as his age was taking a toll on his ability to bring the other chimps into line. On a cold day in June, his nemesis arrived, the one who would put an end to his reign over the others. The stranger was from the wild and recited stories of hunters who had killed his family and injured his siblings. He would also wow them with his aerobatic maneuvers, the likes of which they had not seen nor been able to accomplish themselves. He was different and dangerous, and this was his allure. It wasn't long before the stranger had amassed a coalition of young ones. The beast was sitting on that bare log on a cold June day with his back up against the glass and waited. He wasn't sure if the day had arrived or if it would be arriving imminently. Either way, he was ready. He heard twigs breaking as the mob tiptoed over to his sanctuary. They growled and frowned, but they were quiet as per instruction from the stranger. It had taught them to attack the beast silently, for in the confusion of their approach, he was likely to make an error, and that would be when they would overcome him. It was a technique not known to the captives, a predatory approach only used in the jungle. The beast knew the attack was seconds away, but was distracted by the bashing of hands against the glass. He was particularly sensitive to it on this day, as he was always able to block it out in the days gone by. Having it combined with the removal of his leadership made it stark. He turned to face the children who gawked at him and pounded a fist on the glass for them to back away. They did as he directed. He turned to face the approaching killers and awaited their judgment of his leadership. He hoped it would be swift, for he had no intention of fighting back. It was his time, and he was resigned to that fact. He just wished he had a chance to see the wild as it was described by the stranger. This was why he did not blame his brothers and sisters for joining forces with the newcomer. It was alluring.
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimminns.substack.com.